Concern tonight from Austinites over government surveillance and how federal law enforcement may be using local tech. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Jennifer Sanders.
And I'm Daniel Marin. The conversation is happening after neighbors say new flock cameras popped up in North Austin. KXAN's Grace Reeder found out those cameras belong to the state, but this is happening at the same time the city of Austin is discussing surveillance policy at City Hall.
In North Austin, near the DPS headquarters on North Lamar, neighbors tell KXAN these cameras, flock license plate readers, have recently popped up, raising new concerns about how the tech may be used to coordinate with federal law enforcement, namely ICE.
I think surveillance is kind of like a Pandora's box. Once it's here, it's really hard to kick it out.
There was confusion online about who the cameras belong to. The answer plastered to the back of the tech, the Department of Public Safety. The city of Austin, meanwhile, cut ties with Flock last year after hearing similar concerns about how the technology may be used.
And we've received assurances that every single one of those cameras has been taken down.
These cameras are near DPS headquarters, but neighbors also worry this is the same area where just a few days ago a car crashed into someone's yard after a chase involving ICE. The Department of Public Safety did not return KXAN's request for comment, but Flock confirmed it partners with the agency to, quote, provide law enforcement with technology used to investigate and solve crimes and to help locate missing persons. They added that each Flock customer controls their own data and that Flock does not have a contract with ICE or DHS. DPS, meanwhile, didn't say whether they intend to grant access to federal law enforcement.
I haven't met a single Austinite that's actually okay with being filmed and photographed without their consent. I think we need to all be more aware of the ways in which our license plates and our driving data are being used to track our every move.
Grace Reeder, KXAN News.
And we also reached out to ICE to ask how it might be using this technology in our city and across the country. The agency declined to comment and directed us to DPS.
Happening parallel to these concerns about state surveillance cameras, today Austin City Council took steps toward creating new rules for how it approves contracts tied to surveillance. So City Council is calling it the Trust Act. That stands for Transparent and Responsible Use of Surveillance Technology. It will create a framework for how Austin looks at surveillance tech moving forward.
And the idea here is that we've had some really contentious conversations about AI-powered cameras and automated license plate readers, where council didn't have full information about the potential impact of these tools. And so in this era of new technology, we want to basically level up our local government to make sure we truly understand what we're buying before we enter into agreements.
Any kind of ordinance about this really needs to establish extremely strong safety guidelines, and must also kind of look at these things through kind of a social justice and racial justice kind of lens, because these things are historically used to kind of already over-police communities.
Austin also had an item on its agenda today for surveillance cameras in its parks. That was pulled off the agenda again because of pushback from the community.
Well, recently, a federal judge upheld Norfolk, Virginia's use of automated license plate readers, ruling the system is constitutional and does not amount to an unlawful search. The lawsuit had challenged the use of the cameras based on Fourth Amendment privacy protections. Two citizens launched the lawsuit after discovering the city had logged his location hundreds of times in just a few months. Well, meanwhile, an Associated Press investigation revealed Border Patrol uses predictive intelligence program to scan license plate information and also flags cars that it finds suspicious based on where the driver came from and where they're going, and also what route they took. The cameras have been documented on roads nationwide. Critics argue that Border Patrol is violating constitutional rights by using these cameras to monitor drivers and then pulling them over based on arbitrary judgments. When asked, CBP says the system follows federal law, and citing national security, the agency did not detail the specific applications of the cameras.